Hello and welcome to the Jerome L. Greene Performance Space. Happy Pride! I'm Lauren Purcell Joyner, one of the producers from WQXR. We're really proud to offer you this Pride show. Every year, WQXR produces a show just like this one, celebrating musicians from the LGBTQIA+ community. But events like tonight are only possible with donations from members and people like you. And if you would look around on the screen, there we go. There's a QR code, and that QR code can tell you more about donating and more about how to become a member and more about the Greene Space right here. Now is a great time to check your cell phones, check your pagers. If you're from that era, right? Nothing should beep at this point. And now it's time to introduce the host for this evening. Kent Tritle is one of America's leading conductors. He's director of cathedral music and organist at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City, the Grammy-nominated music director of the Oratorio Society of New York, and music director of Musica Sacra, New York's elite professional chorus. Kent is a member of the graduate faculty of the Juilliard School, serving its vocal arts department, an acclaimed organ virtuoso. Kent Tritle is the organist of the New York Philharmonic and very, very busy. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Please welcome Kent Tritle.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. We are happy to be here. Welcome to QXR Pride. We've got it. Good. I am Kent, and I'm your host, so you're stuck with me for a little while. I'm really, really excited about tonight's show. You know, I wanted to start, though, with just a little bit about myself, because I like to talk about myself. No. I came to New York from Iowa about 40 years ago, and in fact, a little more than 40 years ago. And if you think of the show The Music Man and those crazy, interesting characters, but the music making, that's a little bit of what my childhood was. It wasn't necessarily a place where a person would want to be out. Not. So I came to New York, and little by little I came out to my brothers and to my best friends, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to step this out really carefully. And then in 1998, as I was doing this, the Times outed me in a big way. There's this like great piece. It's a choral conductor at Christmas working with choirs, and oh, well, we need to write something about your personal life. Okay, well, what would that be? Well, you can say that I live with Arthur Fiacco, a cellist on the West Side. And I wait all night at the Times Center there in Times Square, and the paper comes out, and I'm reading this. It's like, oh, wow, it's the second page of the B section. And I get to close to the end, and his parents don't like to talk about his 10-year relationship with Arthur Fiacco, a cellist with whom he lives on the Upper West Side. Well, in fact, my parents had met Arthur. Did they get it? They did in the end, but they liked him a lot. And Arthur, where are you? There you are. Arthur's here tonight. So here we are, these 35 years later. And it's really, I'm just really happy to be here. I love being in New York City. I love being with you. I love being in a place where we are all welcome to be who we are, where we are, doing what we do with the people whom we do it with. We're just so fortunate. So welcome. I'm really pleased that you're here tonight. Which is a great thrill for me. Chorus is like a Rolls Royce. Anyway, I have been doing this, and this coming year is my 20th season. 20th season. We're going to start with two pieces together. One by Rina Esmail, The Unexpected Early Hour, which is really a choral fanfare pointing to a new day will begin. And if now is the winter of our experience, some of us feel that way, then the new day coming is a good thing. And the second piece that you'll hear is Meredith Monk's Astronaut Anthem, which will take us to another world.
trumpet calls, the rocks cry out, my rocks cry out, all the trees applaud. Every hard thing lies, night sky, light, I know the seething season comes, I know the soundless rings. My face is on light, I don't need to try, behold the dawn within. Horizon lights across my thoughts, horizon lights raise all. Inside my throat a rise of a gold, inside my chest I fall. Winter is, winter ends, nothing stays the same. The moon strikes high, the sun strikes high, and now I hear your name. Earth's untired change. Praise be, praise be, praise. Praise be, praise be. The unexpected early hour. Rose the good light, rose the good light, rose the good light. Our darkness ends, a mercy sun. Trust can warm us all. Begin again, 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 begin again, again. Begin again, 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 begin again, 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 again. Our day begin. Oh, may our day begin.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You've already heard these guys they can do anything. You'll get to learn a little bit more about that as we go on through this evening. It's pretty amazing and humbling to be able to work with a chorus like this. Now, I want to introduce Dan Ficcari. Dan, why don't you come up to the piano? Dan is the composer of our next piece. And the piece that we're doing is I Chose for You. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, Dan, tell us, how did it come about?
Sure. So this piece really would not exist without a dear friend of mine who I got to collaborate with, Kristen Feeney. She was personally very supportive of my own coming out journey, but she wrote the lyrics to this song. We were organizing an event for National Coming Out Day in 2020, and we wanted a piece that would offer affirmation to queer people, but not just to one group of people, to everybody, have a universal message that whoever you are, whatever parts of yourself you struggle with, that is sacred and beautiful, and the world is better because of it.
Wow. It's a strong piece. It's such a strong piece. And I wanted to mention, actually, by the way, I know this guy. Dan works with me at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine.
I'm
where
very
he's the
lucky.
associate organist and a graduate of the Juilliard School. So that was your bio I was going to give out a little bit. You've been on Pipe Dreams and all of that. So we talked about the inspiration, and you're going to play for this. Is there anything else that we should talk about?
Just that I'm super grateful to Kent for always having faith in me to do my thing, and to these awesome musicians.
Well, it's fantastic. And I want to introduce Nathaniel Sullivan, who is our soloist for this piece. Nathaniel. I Chose for You.
There's a chill in the air and a fear pulsing under my skin. I feel naked and weak as they're gazing upon my raw supposed sin. I close my eyes and hold your presence near, but the echo around me says you are not welcome here. Have turned cold and their hatred has silenced my voice. They have judged me, condemned me, abandoned me, saying that this is all my choice. I hold my breath and wait for you to speak, but your light's growing dim as a tear slips down my cheek.
Nathaniel Sullivan, baritone. Daniel Ficari at the piano, playing the piano, the composer. And the Musica Sacra chorus. Bravo, guys. Well, thank you for being here. It's great. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I know it just goes right to your heart, doesn't it? Okay. Verklempt am I. Okay. And that's okay, because we're here. It's QXR Pride, right? Good. Well, I'm done with this card, except to tell you that in October, we're doing a concert of Musica Sacra at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, so keep your eyes out for it. It's going to be a pretty cool a cappella event. I'd like to introduce our next ensemble tonight. We have the Bandung Duo. This is composed of the players, violist Carlos Walker and violinist Sara Ying Ma. Their name comes from the conference in Bandung, Indonesia, in the mid-1950s, where 29 nations from Africa and Asia gathered to talk about social, economic, and political understanding and to come together on that. We'll ask them a little bit more about this when we get them on here and how it relates to their music a bit. Just a little bit of background on these wonderful musicians. So violist Carlos Walker recently graduated from Juilliard, and violinist Sara Ying Ma just finished at the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. Carlos was a teaching fellow at the Celia Cruz Bronx High School of Music. So you see, there's a community engagement here also with this duo, which is just amazing. We'll talk about that. And he'll be attending Manhattan School of Music this fall. Sara is a founding member of the Poesis Quartet, which is a really up-and-coming, wonderful string quartet. And she's going to Curtis this fall. So please welcome the Bandung Duo. We'll start off, actually, we're going to hear two works from this duo, and one is composed by one and one is composed by the other. Sara, can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear first?
Yeah, so both of these pieces that we'll be playing today were a part of our first ever large-scale commission project called Project Assata, which was in memory of the Black Panther and revolutionary Assata Shakur, who recently passed away in September last year. And both of us wrote each of our pieces inspired by some part of her work. And my piece was largely written inspired by Assata's principles of internationalism, which are very correlated with our mission as an ensemble, which we'll talk a little bit about later. And so in my work, I bridged a lot of, if you're Chinese or if you're interested in Chinese music, you might recognize a lot of these tunes that are integrated into this. Some old folk tunes and red songs merged alongside tunes that carried through slavery from the African diaspora that were found in both Peru and in the United States, even through generations of struggle and resilience. Music and rhythm can survive for so long. And so I bridged a lot of these melodic traditions together to create this piece based off of Assata's commitment to internationalist struggles. So she was very inspired by revolutionary work in Asia as a very, very prominent part of her development of her own politics in the United States for Black Americans. So it was a really inspiring piece for me to write on. And yeah, Carlos will.
It's an honor to have you here, and oh, what a story. Let's begin. That was amazing. It was just amazing. Can we talk about Bandung? Tell us about Bandung. I'm going to start over here. Sara.
Yeah, so the Bandung Conference was held in 1955 in Bandung, Indonesia, and it brought together 29 countries representing, like, what was the percentage? I think like 90% or something of the global population between Africa and Asia to discuss anti-colonial thought and resistance to, at the time, rising, struggles and different difficulties between the East and the West during the Cold War. And so this really, created this third world struggle and third world alliance between these oppressed nations to discuss, even despite political differences, cultural differences, and different economic systems across every country, a path forward to unite together and developed shared responsibilies across the world. And we were very inspired by this from an artistic perspective and wanted to bridge and contribute, our own perspectives and the things that we grow up doing with performance and music towards this international struggle to support people not only in the United States who are struggling as a result of all of these crises abroad, but also people abroad. So our first really big endeavor in this commitment was our Project Asata, which gave its premiere like 2 weeks ago or something, like a week ago. Yeah, it was a really recent. And the proceeds from that event, as do all of our events, always go towards some sort of mutual aid organization. And this one for Project Asata, because she lived out her days in Cuba, we donated proceeds from that event towards transgender people in Cuba on the ground who are struggling as a result of sanctions and embargoes. So that was a really meaningful event. And we will be doing a lot more of that type of stuff in the future. In the past, actually, Carlos came out to Cincinnati a while ago, a couple months ago, and we did a lot of aid events around solidarity-based programming too out there, and worked with a mutual aid group in Cincinnati that I was a part of. So that's a core tenet of our mission as an ensemble, and we do a lot of educational outreach as a part of that as well, because we believe that empowering the future generation to engage in artist activism and more politically oriented artistry is one of the most important endeavors for our generation as well. So, and Carlos will talk about that too. I think that's next.
Yeah. Can we give them a round? So, I have two questions. Could that possibly have been any more clear? The other question, promise us that you guys are going to continue as you go to different parts of to Manhattan School and to Curtis. Yeah. This is going to continue?
Yeah, I'm actually from New York, so I'm always around.
Okay, that's great. And Carlos, let's talk about anything that you have to add to that. And then I'd love to hear about the next piece we're going to do too.
Yeah, I'll speak a little bit about the outreach. Something that's been really important for me in my career is making sure that I go to these public schools. I am a product of the public school system, so I started playing essentially. And I know, like, one of the biggest reasons why I'm even able to do what I do is because I had people in my corner. And so whenever I go to Celia Cruz or any of the schools that I go to, which I do a lot of, my goal is to not only educate and show what's possible with these instruments and how these instruments are larger than just the music itself. It can be also political. It can say so many things, but also be someone in their corner if this is something that they want to do, or otherwise, because I think these things help in all aspects of life. And in relation to that, this piece that I wrote called Unwavering, like Sara said, it was inspired by Asada. And when I read her autobiography, I was really inspired by her childhood, actually, and realized that there were a lot of similarities between her childhood and my childhood. And one of the biggest things that I found was all this revolutionary thought and action was a result of her childhood sensitivity. And so I was thinking about my own sensitivities I have and how I'm often uncomfortable with how things might look calm and still and beautiful on the surface, but underneath there's so much turmoil. And so I think this was inspiration for a lot of her activism and also a lot of mine. And so in this piece, you'll hear kind of these two contrasting themes, this kind of uneven dance that's a little bit chaotic, along with like this beautiful, serene melody that I actually took from my mother that she sings to me when I was a child. So, yeah.
Oh. It's fantastic, fantastic. Another round. It's a huge honor to be on this stage. I feel that it's kind of starting to come off the ground, and I'll be up in that ether here. It's amazing. Guys, thank you. Unwavering. Okay, we've got the Bandung Duo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bravo. Classical music is dead? I know, it's laughable. So with our next guest, I'm sorry, it is, right? Our next guest is just one of my favorite people on the planet. This is Sara Davis Buechner. Yeah. Well, come on, Sara, sure. Now, hey. Bravo, Sara. So, of course, now I asked her to come out early so I could embarrass you as I kind of tell them all about you. So Sara is a prominent American concert pianist, and I know that a lot of you know that. She's a winner of many competitions, including the gold medal at the Gina Bachauer and the bronze medal at the Tchaikovsky competition. This is so moving to me personally. In 1998, you were the first musician, classical musician, to transition gender. You really set the stage for others. At that time, it made some impact on your career, and so you moved to Canada and Japan for the better part of 10 years?
13, yes.
13.
13,
Wow, lucky number.
I left just as Barack Obama came into office and returned in time for Trump, which tells you musicians are supposed to have a good sense of timing.
Right, oh, yeah, right. Oh my God, well, you've got a great career going now. You're teaching at Temple.
Yes. MIU, yes. And I'm the head of piano at Greenwich House Music School, right?
Fantastic. Let's all go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Sara has written a show that's received accolades in the New York Times, and it's called Pigs and Pianos.
Pigs and Pianos, yes, that's right. Yes.
Now, I'm an Iowa farm boy, so for me, Sara, you just shared a story about visiting, ultimately, a pig farm in Iowa.
Yes. That was the show is named after an incident. My very first piano lesson, my piano teacher asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be a piano player and a pig farmer. And I'm fortunate that at least one of my life's goals has come true.
I think the right one. I think the right
there's
one.
still a little time left.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, tonight we're going to hear music by Federico Longas.
Si.
Longas,
right,
yes. Now, you discovered this music quite by accident.
I discover a lot of great music by accident just because I have a kind of voracious desire to know, music from all over the place. And you come upon things just by virtue of dumb luck. As a student in Juilliard, my very first teacher was a rampant alcoholic, so I had lots of time. He didn't give me any direction.
Strange.
Yes. I had lots of time to figure out how to teach myself, so I went to the library and basically read through A through Z, found a lot of great composers who were underplayed. Federico Longas was born in Barcelona and basically was kind of a teacher and accompanist to singers, but then Tito Schipa asked him to accompany his American concert tour in the 1920s, and he became rather well known at that time, and he played a lot on the radio in the 1940s and 50s, and played his own piano concerto with the New York Philharmonic. But over time, he's just sort of vanished. And he wrote these wonderful, wonderful piano pieces that I love very, very much. So
that's fantastic. And he was a student of Granados.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Yeah. And you just pulled this off of a shelf in someone else's studio.
Well, I found the second piece was the first one that I found, and I started to look for more and more. And then, we'll talk about the music, after.
All right, and we're going to start with
the Buderias, the Danza Iberica.
Fantastic.
Of Federico Longas.
how do you do that? Ravishingly beautiful. Just incredible.
Well, you have to hang around in a lot of Spanish bars. That helps. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I'm sure there are stories, and there's a story about Longas and Horowitz.
Well, the next two pieces I will play, the second one is a rather short but atmospheric piece called Un Sueño en Granada, and I thought that was appropriate for tonight. Everyone has a sueño, and so it means dream for those of you yahoos out there. Anyway. But the last piece I'm going to play is called Aragon, and it's named after this province in Spain, and somewhat in the tradition of Albéniz, whose great collection Iberia, names these 12 places that he was fond of. Now, the piece is quite apart from a lot of Longas's output. It's quite virtuosic and hard to play, and it's actually dedicated to Vladimir Horowitz. Now, I was intrigued by that. Of course, you see that name on the inscription page, but I could find certainly no recording of Horowitz playing the piece, nor any record of him having played it in concert. So I thought to myself, okay, this tells us basically three things. Number one, that the two men certainly must have known each other, and number two, because of number one, the two men absolutely must have slept together, and number three being that number two probably didn't go very well. So.
Oh my gosh.
But I was so intrigued. The piece is quite beautiful and colorful, like all of Longas's music, and of course, kind of a great show-off piece.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear it.
So we'll warm up with the Sueño in Granada, which is, I think a performance of that piece is probably banned in several Midwestern states, but that's okay. And then Aragon.
Davis Buechner. Sara Davis Buechner. How do you do that? Okay, who else swooned? Oh, man. Fistfuls of notes. And then just sublime suspension. Oh, man. Okay, well, my next guest is Eric Sorrels. Yeah, Eric. Eric is a New York-based composer, singer, songwriter, and librettist. And he's won some really wonderful awards for this. He's a product of the Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program at NYU. And he's written an original musical theater piece called The Gray Man, a love story in 3 hurricanes. Yeah, he's got a sense of humor too, right? But it's fantastic, and it was premiered got a reading at the Carolina Theater Workshop. It'll premiere in Knoxville, Tennessee, in January. So Eric has a lot going on, and we're going to meet Eric as a singer pianist in just a moment, and then we'll meet his collaborator, Henku Esbach. Eric.
First, can I just say, I was watching Sara play from backstage, and oh my God, please, everyone lower their expectations. Back down to planet Earth, please. Okay. Wow. Before I play, we're going to share 2 songs, and they're both connected in my head by a quote by Oscar Wilde. So I'd like to share that with you before I start. The quote goes, "If you want to be a politician or a grocer or a general or a judge, you will invariably become it, and that will be your punishment. If, however, you choose to live the dynamic life, or what I will call the artistic life, if you live each day unsure of who you are or what you know, then you will never become anything at all, and that will be your reward." So this first piece I wrote a few years ago when I was at a really big crossroads of decision-making in my life, and it was affecting not only me, but the person I was with at the time. And so this meets at the intersection of a queer space that's familiar to people in my generation, which is the intersection of astrology and therapy. I never learned how to make up my mind. I always try to blame it on my zodiac sign. I'm a Pisces, 2 fish, 2 wishy-washy fish who swim in opposite directions, never still, always stuck. But I can feel your heart like it's my own. My feet are made of ocean tide and yours are made of stone. I'm a Pisces. I dream. I overflow with dreams that pull me up and underwater where I soar and I drown. Ooh, I know you think I'm delusional. Hard to breathe way down here, it's deep and it's blue. Way down here, it's just me and you. Did I drag you down here too? Are you drowning down here too? You'll go quiet, but you'll say that you're fine, and then I decide to fill all the blanks in for you. Can anybody show me the line between intuition and paranoia? 'Cause the further, deeper down that we go, don't you know all the pressure's gonna grow? And you think I'm brave, said in stone, I always swim away. If I never learned how to make up my mind, how long can I blame that on my zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces, I change. I'm a river, how I change and flow and crash and keep on going, never still. Now you know, even so, could it still be me and you? I think you know I'm delusional. Ooh, I know I make it hard to breathe. Way down here, I'm deep and I'm blue. But way down here, it's still me and you. 'Cause you're diving down here too. And I'm reaching up for you. It's still me and you. Still me and you. Still me and you. Thank you.
So, Henku, you can come on up. Henku Esbach and Eric have collaborated on a lot of work. But before we go there, Eric, I'd love to ask you to share a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about what to say, and I'll put it like this. When I was a kid, I had to come out twice to my parents. The first time as an artist, and then the second time as a gay person. My whole family's in medicine, and my dad's a doctor, my granddad's a pharmacist. 2 of my 3 brothers are doctors. The expectation that I was going to make a great doctor too. And so that thing I was mentioning was I had been living in New York for about 7 years, pursuing a freelance artist career. I'd gone to grad school for writing. I sing with Kent at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, Musica Sacra, other spaces. And
did you recognize it?
Yeah, you might have recognized me from earlier. And around 2022, I was hitting a major crossroads, and I was like, partly out of the pandemic, and I was thinking, well, maybe this is the time that I really go back full circle to my pre-med thing that I dropped out of and see it through. And the irony of that is the song I just played was born out of that decision to do that, because something still didn't feel right even 10 years after the fact. And I was still using art and music to process and I guess document my own journey too. So it led me right back here 10 years later. Here I am still trying to do it. So yeah.
We're so happy about that. Now I'd love to hear you talk about your collaboration.
Yeah, Henku and I met at the Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program. We got to write together a few things. Actually, one of his other collaborators is here too. I saw tonight, Brianna. So yeah, GMTWP Cycle 28. We got to write a few things together, but we didn't get to collaborate as much as I would have liked to. But one of the things we wrote was a 2-part epic puppet musical in grad school. That was pretty fun. But this, Henku was, in my mind, he was the one who had like the opera background and the classical experience in our program. There was like a wide range of musical backgrounds, but I knew Henku as like the opera guy in my head. And so when I heard that I was going to have an opportunity to be on WQXR, I was like, this is a great opportunity to collaborate. And so we are going to debut a new art song that we wrote together specifically for this, which I'm super excited about. Yeah. This is called The Dynamic Life. I stand in a hallway. Light creeps through the cracks. Some doors are locked, others are ajar. My neck cranes back to where I came from. A storage closet, a place for things without a place. Unsure of who I am, unsure of what I know, except for one command: I must go. I must open every door. I must crane my neck inside. But beware the sweet seduction of another place to hide. I am a visitor, a tourist passing through. My purpose is the searching for somewhere safe and true. Unsure of who I am, unsure of what I know, except for one command: I must go. Incense chases me, needles stab me, music haunts me, strangers grab me. But what I find with certainty are those who search before me, beside me, beyond me, and through me. Dynamic, artistic, unsure and alive, forever becoming. I am forever becoming, and that is my
Eric Sorrels. Thank you, Eric. Hank. Thank you, Hank. Fantastic. Wow. Wow. Well, we are sailing along here, folks. We've got something to break up the musical numbers here, and it is Pride Trivia. Yes. Now, in order to do this, I need 2 volunteers to come up here on stage. I promise I won't bite. Any 2 volunteers who would like to do that? Mark, you said you would. Oh, yes, sir. Fantastic. Come on up. Oh, there we go. And Mark's coming. Okay, fantastic. Well, come on up. Give these guys a hand. So just come right on up here. Now, of course, this is what we're going to do is have this little trivia game here. Come on over here. Yeah, I'm Kent.
Hi, Lee.
Mark.
Okay, and you guys, I'm going to bring you right over here because you see what's happening is that actually we're changing the stage, and that's why we're playing trivia. So actually, come on over, right on over here, guys. We're going to come way over here. This is fantastic. Okay, now, so Pride Trivia. Now, can you see the screens? Thank you. Okay, we can see the screens. Okay, what we're going to do is see which of us are going to be the winner of this game, and then there is a prize. Okay, and so let's have question number 1. What was the first country to legalize same-sex marriage? Denmark?
Yeah, you got Denmark. So.
And the answer is? The Netherlands. Oh. Okay, next. Oh, good. Okay, now there are a lot of people who don't know this anymore. Who was the first openly gay man elected to office in the United States?
Well, it's either Harvey Milk or Barney.
I was going to go Milk.
Yeah, I'd say Harvey.
I was going to go Milk.
Okay, well, you both are winners. Yes, Harvey Milk. Okay, next trivia question. Which state was the first to legalize, civil sex unions for same-sex, civil sex unions. Now, let me take that back. Civil unions for same-sex couples.
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
I was going to go Massachusetts.
And the answer is Vermont. Okay, next question. Oh, pop culture.
I have a chance.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Which show aired the first lesbian wedding on American TV?
Ellen.
Ellen, I'd say.
Yeah, you guys said it. That was nice unison, by the way. And it is Friends. Oh, my gosh. You guys are doing great. You're doing great. Okay. Okay. And which actress does Ellen come out to on her show?
I can visualize her.
You are doing great. I really applaud their courage.
I know that she had a season, and
She's really a good. This is, I'm older than he is, so I know who she is, but I've forgotten her name.
I don't know.
She was also.
Does anybody here know?
Let's phone a friend.
Yes.
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern! You are a winner! That's it! Actually, you all are winners. And,
Brewster, and I know that.
fantastic. And then who wrote the Tony Award? Oh.
Tony Kushner.
Kushner. And it's Tony Kushner. Don't we love him? Absolutely. Who was the first openly gay black actor to win an Emmy? Yeah, we'll hold this one. Go ahead. Take a stab. Anyone here? Going once, going twice. The answer is Billy Porter. Okay. And that, my friends, is the end of this. And actually, I
know.
But what we know is that here are your prizes, handed to you by our producer, Eileen Delahunty. Give Eileen. Yes. And in fact, everyone is a winner with a WQXR tote bag. So thank you, gentlemen. Give them a hand, please. Oh, your sweater. Absolutely. Good. Now, listen to our last ensemble tonight. I'd like to introduce these guys, these people, these musicians are so spectacular. Now, I knew of the genesis of this when I was at the cathedral one day, and we had all of a sudden, like out of my dreams, a queer marching band. There's a marching band, and this is the Queer Big Apple Corps that were coming in, and I thought, I was a trombone major until I was something else. It was a very short period of time, but I was always into the marching band thing. It's pretty cool. Well, the Queer Big Apple Corps is this nation's largest and second oldest LGBTQIA plus marching and symphonic band since 1979. Now, this is gutsy. Since 1979, they've been an artistic home to thousands of musicians, color guard, dancers, volunteers of all ages, genders, orientations, and backgrounds. They've entertained tens of millions of people around the world. Now, there are so many subsets of this group, and what we have is the Spectrum Saxophone Ensemble. These guys are amazing. This is one of the many small groups that comes out of the Queer Big Apple Corps. And these guys, who you're about to meet, have been performing together since 2017. So we're looking at a 10-year anniversary right around the corner. So please welcome the Spectrum Sax Ensemble. Nice, big, bright, shiny horns. I love it. Now, we're going to hear two works from you guys. What will they be, Jonathan?
We'll first be starting with the Diamond State Rag and then going into Tango.
Okay, let's hear it. Bravo, bravo. It's fantastic. It makes you want to get up and dance, doesn't it? It's fantastic. Now, just quickly, your names.
I'm Kyle.
Kyle, and you're playing what, Kyle? Then?
I'm playing the soprano saxophone.
I'm Olivia, and I'm playing the baritone saxophone.
Ricky on the bari as well.
Gennaro, I'm playing tenor.
Okay.
Liam, I'm also playing tenor.
Okay.
I'm Jonathan, and I'm on alto.
Okay, fantastic. Give him a hand. That's great. Now, we have time for kind of two questions. We have time for two questions. So, Ricky, I'm going to start with you. Ricky has his own microphone, as you can see. That's right. You have been endowed, and you don't have to do anything, I don't think.
I love what I don't have to do.
Isn't that fantastic? Exactly. So, Ricky, would you just tell us a little bit about the core and the the
As a whole?
history, kind of an overview here.
Yeah, so the lesbian gay Big Apple Corps is what it started as. It's now the queer Big Apple Corps. It started in 1979, just two friends who were musicians that wanted to find a different space that was not just the bars, so it was a different social aspect of people to gather, had something of a commonality, and also just wanted to make sure that there was a space where everyone could feel welcomed in the LGBTQ plus community, and spread the sound of love and joy, which is what we say often. We want to make sure that we are heard loud and proud, and that's what we've done over the years. So it started with two people, and we've grown. I believe you said it earlier, but thousands of people have been a part of our band, whether it be the marching band, the symphonic band, or the smaller ensembles like us, the Spectrum Saxophones. But Yeah, it's currently around like 380 something total that are in the band.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's an amazing organization. And so, Jonathan, how did you guys come together as a subset from that organization? And what's it like to play and manage a saxophone ensemble? Do you guys rehearse every day? Just tell us some things.
Do we rehearse every day? I heard that there's going to be a question about the most challenging part of being in a saxophone ensemble. And if I can be really honest with all of you, the hardest part really is trying to coordinate the schedules of 8 gay people. But honestly, when I think about the Spectrum Sax Ensemble, you talked about it earlier, we've been playing together for 9 years. Since 2017, yeah.
That's a marriage.
And honestly, never did I think that our little sax quartet back then would be performing here at WQXR. And so heartfelt thanks to the venue and the host for having us here, and to be surrounded by immensely talented musicians. Can we actually have a round of applause for the other musicians as well?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And in regards to the ensemble, I think that we've been really lucky to be performing with each other for so long, and I hope that it actually shows in our performing.
It does. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your commitment and your togetherness is just amazing. So this is a great pleasure. It goes right back to, kind of what I said at the beginning, that how amazing to be in a place where we are all just embraced. And you guys are talking about an incredible embrace. It's very moving. What are we going to hear next? We've got 2 pieces ahead of us. This is the closing of the show.
You are going to hear Summertime, a funky arrangement of Summertime. You'll like it. And then we're going to end with My Funny Valentine.
Oh, good. All right. Bravo. Thank you. The Spectrum Saxophone Ensemble. Fantastic. Fantastic. Bravo, bravo. And remain up. Hey, let's have everyone here now who participated tonight. We have the Bandung Duo. We have Musica Sacra. Some folks are here. And let's see, Eric, where are you? We've got Eric, we've got Henko, and we've got, I think that's Sara Davis Buechner. Would you all come up on stage? Here we are. Fantastic. Wow. What a privilege it's been. Fantastic. So, thank you. A bow, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Got to thank Ryan Wild and the staff of the Greene Space. And a big shout out to the WQXR team. Eileen Delahunty, producer. Lauren Purcell Joyner. Laura Boyman. Dominic Hall Thomas. Nicole Nelson and Christine Herskovitz. Give them a round, yes. And finally, thank you, Steinway, for the piano. I'm Kent Tritle, your host. Happy Pride.